Just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Gone. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. McGough and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now it's gone. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
And the Lions first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Goff.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Vikings force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
19
On play action, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
We're good, we're good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Vikings at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a first and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's McCarthy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff now looking to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Detroit.
Goff now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hold on. Check. Ric Flair.
Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Completes this to Addison out left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go street. Cougar 19.
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Dragon 60. Trap 60, Trap 60.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18. 70.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's gone. That one let go deep for Laporta. And this will be caught at the 30. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it on, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Vikings.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To the air with McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats.
Throwing is McCarthy. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready? 60 by 6.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Let's go now. Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get about 4 here, down at 43-yard line. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On play action, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
shotgun handoff now for Love.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Josh Oliver from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Gone. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Hand off now to Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 45.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Going back to Gibbs on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll be inside inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jameson Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 14. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now they'll change things up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
3 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Goff now looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Duggan to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing. Duggan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's Now 2nd and 6.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
We go.
Now it's gone. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. He's into space past the 25. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on